So it's like a different style as well, which is clashing within this next match. But we're starting things off, and I just talked about Ninja and his Super Dragons. It seems like he's going in with the Root Riders instead, going for the Town Hall, and we see the Overgrowth spell again. But where is it going to be used? Backhand or Town Hall?
Yeah, he's got the funneling beautifully set there with the Queen on the northern side and the Siege Barracks on the left, which means these Root Riders are not going to be able to astray from these Town Hall. Gets it done. There goes that Overgrowth spell on the Eagle Artillery. Double Multi-Inferno and the Monolith in here. What a huge value under that spell here from Ninja. He's freezing some of these scatter shots as well to stop as much damage from these Root Riders. Now they're going to go all the way around this Eagle Artillery Monolith Multi-Inferno area, go for all those outer side defenses first before going back into the middle of the space.
Yes, and the Rage Tower already was triggered, which is good for him, because this means he doesn't need to worry about that. The King with the Epic Gauntlet is going to the core and is completely taking that core out with the Rage Tower. Everything is just dropping. And as soon as you're having your King in such a spot where he can deal just so much damage with the splash, it's crazy, and you see him pumped up. He is excited. He knows that this was a really solid and especially quick attack, which is such an important thing, because I feel like even though time at the end of the match times is not really that crucial, but setting backhand Eagle Artillery, if you're annoyed by that or anything like that, and the base is back. The base is back. But is it going to defend today? Because we see Zap Lalo again. Yesterday's stars took around 61 seconds. This is a similar looking base. So does this happen again today?
I don't think we're going to be going on time on this one at the moment. Marawi's being very patient. He's got these heroes going into that south-hand side. He's also got a wall breaker on the right-hand side there, which did open up for his Queen because his King's cleared out completely and the Queen can continue towards the right. The Lalo, we've got a few of them starting on that left-hand side, which will continue the streak there onto the north with a Stone Slammer. So a very similar approach to try and push these loons into that Town Hall compartment, because we're clearing out that Monolith and the north hand side defenses, and the loons are going from defense to defense. So the nearest ones are in the middle of the base. The invisibility spell tower, though, however, goes off and redirects the majority of these loons towards that Monolith because it didn't go down.
The loons are coming back. I was a little bit afraid because the loons seem to just fly towards the chop site, but they are coming back. But the Town Hall is left standing. Yesterday, people were confused why such a base is getting used at this high level, but we see why those invisibility towers are causing a lot of room for error. If something is going wrong, the attack is going horribly wrong. This is one of the base types which is generating a lot of 1-stars as well in Legend League, because it can so easily go downhill. We see that even at this stage of the world's warm-up, that things do not go his way, and early attacks is starting with a 1-star, the worst nightmare for the players. And well, they have to do now a crazy comeback to stay somehow close to VM Legacy, a team which have started really strong into the match.
Yeah, this is heartbreaking for early attacks. This is definitely going to hurt them. Also, mentally trying to push forwards. It is doable if there is another base like this. You never know. It can happen again. He was very patient and he tried to get it down. It was so unfortunate that that Monolith didn't go down. It would have been nice if he could maybe have frozen into that core of the base for the invisibility towers. Now, there are a few ways to deal with those invisibility spell towers. One of which is using a log launcher. A log launcher can using it a fair lot in the past few tournaments, so they have gained a lot of experience with them. However, Darkstar is bringing in a bit of a Lala, but he also has a bunch of hogs in here.
I love it. I love it. Okay, what is this man cooking right here? It's half a Lalo, half a Hog Rider part. I really want to see how this is going to turn out for him. The wall break for him is working. The King should take down that entire compartment. And now the question then is, can he get the Town Hall with his Queen? Because that is eventually going to be the goal. He still has one heater. Is he going to add that to the Queen and turning it into a Queen charge? Maybe with the equipment for that as well. The Baron King still going crazy on the left side. And now, wait, we have a Warden walking out the Darkstar. This is not the Creative Masters or the Coco Invitational with like creative attack. What is this man doing?
Yeah, he's using his heroes to approach this base from a variety of different angles. The king cleared up pretty nicely all the way onto that left-hand side. Now the warden, he just has to be patient with. He's got that one healer to help regain health. We also have the healer puppet on that queen, which does give her some healers, giving that a little bit of a queen charge in there. Now, with no wall breakers, though, she doesn't have access to go into this town hall compartment, and she's taking quite a bit of damage from the town hall. So he actually has a blimp under the warden ability to go into the town hall compartment, takes the town hall down just before that queen goes out.
Oh my goodness, he identified that all of the splash damage, like multi-front tower, scatter shot, or the multi-archer tower, were on this middle part on the back end, had no splash whatsoever, and that's why he went versus the ground expo with the back end Lalo. Is this going to pay off though in the end? Because troops are dropping, but he still has the Royal Champion. No ability left anymore though, and we see already the monolith on the Royal Champ. The Fox is there to save the day. The Queen is there as well to take down the cannon, and that is going to be the 3-star. This so far has to be one of the highlighted attacks of this tournament. That was just crazy. Doing the one healer one walk into the Town Hall blimp, into like a healer, a Hog Rider, Lalo combination, that was an amazing attack. And if this is what looks like playing it safe for VM Legacy, I'm all up for it. I mean, play it as safe as you possibly can, guys, because we want to see more of it. But now it's back to early attacks, and they have this. Oh no. Was this something? Maybe there was a weakness which VM Legacy were predicting for early attacks, that maybe they struggled versus those invisibility towers. With the latest changes of the nerf to the Rage Tower, a lot of those spare towers are now viable. They're now more equally strong, and any of those spare towers now can be used, which means you can really try to mess up the pathing with those invisible towers. But you talked about one big counter, and that is the log launcher, and he's bringing this to this attack.
Yeah, the log launcher, as I mentioned, beautifully going into the town hall compartment, activating both of these spells, which is huge. Now, there is a tornado trap in there. What has he got in there? A bunch of goblins, some yetis coming in there as well as they approach the town hall. Will be able to get it done without having to worry about the town hall going invisible, because those invisibility spell towers, they're already down. Now we've got the Root Riders on the north with a heal spell as they're pushing from defense to defense. The Royal Champion is supporting them. The Queen is on the south-hand side, and the Giant King going off, clearing out those last few defenses in the middle of Darkstar's base.
Yeah, and this backhand has no chance, especially it has not even a chance of fighting back, because he's like non-stop spam freezing it, making sure there is no chance of dealing any damage to his troops. And this is going to be the 3-star for early attacks, which they need. I mean, at this point, they just need non-stop 3-stars, and they just have to hope that VM Legacy maybe just going too crazy with their plans, even though I feel like we will see some safer approaches. This part of the base can turn invisible than this part, so you kind of try to force some of the attackers getting out of their comfort zone. But Ariam is back in his comfort zone because he's playing with Lalo and the Lightnings we talked about earlier to take down already a huge part of the base, and now he's setting up the remaining of his attack with his heroes.
You said he's comfortable with his Lalo, but he looks comfortable there where he's attacking. We've got the heroes on that south-hand side already going into this base, and he's combined them beautifully with this Ice Golem. Ice Golem to help alleviate some pressure off of these heroes, but also when it does lose all of its health, it will freeze all of these defenses. Now, the King at the moment has taken quite a bit of damage because the Expo did do a lot of work on him. There goes that King ability with the Giant Gauntlet going off, clearing out that entire compartment. Now, the Clan Castle troops do approach his heroes here, which will slow everything down. We'll see how that goes. The poison spell is also here to help get those down nice and quickly. Queen will get some work done, but as you can see, they're just holding these heroes in place. Very unfortunate that the King is still taking some damage here from the scatter shot and the expo simultaneously, and the Queen's gonna get stuck in this compartment a bit. Now, he is being very patient. We're already approaching that 1 minute 30 mark. That's usually when you want to see that Lalo coming in already, and he's kicking it off there with the Royal Champion to support the Lalo from the right-hand side.
He's trying to push the Royal Champion towards the core of the base to take down the multi-arch tower. But on that way, he already lost the Fox, which is typically, well, a huge win for the defense, because the Fox is just so strong. using now the Roy Champion shield. And there's again the Tornado Trap. The Tornado Trap rotating the Yetis away from the Town Hall. And that Town Hall staying up way longer than he expected. The Town Hall has to go down to get that second star. And the pathing it, yes, it is going down. And with that, the rest of this base has no chance of defending 1 minute. But he has just so many loons. I guess he could just triple another base with 2 hounds alive. More loons than he started with. I mean, maybe I should try to attack like this as well with like chilling. Where is he? Chilling on his bed or something? I guess I could not really do that. I need to somehow sit at my desk or something, but he is getting it done. He's making this look easy and a great attack for area.
Yeah, he was very patient with his heroes, which did pay off at the end, making sure that he got those defenses down that he wanted to help protect the Lalo towards the very, very end. Now, this was not a quick attack, but we've seen it doesn't matter. And we've also had that unfortunate question at this point because the other, VMF is so strong. They look consistent.
Wow.
And look, yet again, the double invisibility in the middle of this base. What do you think is going to happen on this one?
They're going with a Lalo again. I mean, we have seen yesterday from Stars that you can make this base look like it's a joke. Let's face it. But at the same time, those invisibility towers are so easy to mess things up. Pathing, timing, anything can go wrong here. And that's then on the attacker to counter that. And one of the ways on how to counter it is just bring the log launcher with the ground attack. So really smart play here by Heroia, trying to trigger the second invisibility tower that this bed tower is not any difference maker whatsoever.
Yeah, getting that first one down with those lightning spells is also very valuable. And there we go. The second one does go off in here, so we'll have to wait and see what is inside of this log launcher. We have a few rocket loons, which we'll test for any little bit trapped, help out, speed up, going towards there as well. We have these walls open for these Yetis going in with that rage spell and will secure the first star of this attack. Now, the Queen's looking good. She's bathing in towards that scatter shot on the north-hand side. We have a few cleanup troops just to clear out those buildings around the outside here, just to make sure the Queen does go in, clears that out, and here goes the Lalo directly in towards this multi-archer tower. So we'll do quite a bit of damage, but the Warden, of course, has his ability to help protect them towards this multi-inferno.
Yeah, but the Red Mine farm was triggered by the Hound and the Lava Pup, so one of the biggest threats to this attack strategy is already gone within the Red Mines. The Tornado Trap is there as well, but those loons are still looking good. The Queen even is still alive with her Fox, with her Unicorn at the top side. The Fox obviously being on that Royal Champion, but there's still a couple of more loons to deploy. The Invis Tower, though, should go off sooner. The Multi-Inferno Towers are trying their best to somehow give this base a defense.
Yeah, that invisibility spell tower going off means that it's still going to do damage on these loons. It does go back onto the base after that invisibility does wear off. The Queen has the invisibility on her from Heroia, trying to keep her alive. Now, unfortunately, we have to wait for these loons to go towards that right-hand side, backtrack towards that multi-inferno, but look at the Royal Champion go. She beat those loons into the multi-inferno with her ability, speeding her up, and we have another triple, this time from Heroia for early attacks. Nicely done.
It somehow turns the Royal Champion into a racing car. I feel like the haste vial. It's just crazy how quick that hero is. Not only movement speed, but the attack speed as well. It's just crazy with understanding what type of players, what type of attacks are getting used, and so on. But we're back, and Cynthia's in with a 40. I think it was 41 Hog Riders overall. He's trying to trigger some traps with those Hogs, making sure that this Flame Flinger is safe. Is he using it? No! What is happening? Cynthia, where is that giant arrow? Maybe his team told him he should, like, okay, we're in the lower bracket. We have to really make sure that we're winning those matches. Please don't use the giant arrow anymore. Maybe that was the reason. Who knows? But this Skelly Donut is crazy good, getting a ton of value.
Yeah, he got lots of value, and as you can see, he also got one of those expos down. So as you mentioned, those few hogs for the Flame Flinger were to test for any potential traps. He did find some of them around that town hall, and he also got that expo down. We have to make sure that the Flame Flinger stays away from expos, any potential hidden traps, but also those mortars. The Monolith is also very scary up against it, so he did a very good job at getting that all down and getting that started. Now, he's not going for the town hall with his Flame Flinger, it seems, because he wants his heroes to go in there. The Queen is taking quite a bit of damage, so he uses an invisibility just to make sure that she stays at a decent health level. We've got some headhunters that were in here as well to help the king get the enemy king down, and with the giant gauntlet can get a lot of damage down on that town hall. He's freezing the town hall and the monolith as they break through, and the Queen with her ability can do some damage and get that monolith down there as well.
Yeah, the Monolith is going down indeed. The Queen as well, but I think she did the damage. Multi-Inferno Tower still, and we can see that even if not raged up, they can deal just so much damage to those hogs. At this point, all of those 40 Hog Riders are gone. Everything is relying on the Royal Champion now, with her Fox, with the Diggy of the Warden, which is a really strong pet combination right now. He has the Haste Vial and the Seeking Shield. That's why he's using the ability so early, even though the Royal Champion has not lost any hit points. But so far, this is looking good that he might be able to recover. There's more Valkyries now coming from the top side from that Siege Machine. And he is looking good, getting the 3-star in with his favorite strategy with the Mass Hog Riders. And Cynthia, great attack, great setup.
Yeah, he does love to use those hogs, and that's where he's comfortable. They didn't get as much value as I was hoping to see, but it didn't matter. His World Champion came in clutch. Beautifully done, very well managed around that town hall compartment specifically, and Sinthe has yet another triple triple coming in. And we have Riga Torres. He's a very strong player. He's been around for a long time here as well. Let's see how he gets this one done, because he's brought in the Lalo. I think this is one of his favorites as well.
Yeah, he's really good with that, and they're trying to somehow find the answer to this setup of base with the Invis Towers in the core. The Lightning already taking down one of those Invisibility Towers. Now the question is he going to switch the Siege Machine? Is he going to switch to the Log Launcher? We have seen earlier today already that this Invis Tower can mess with one of those Lalo attacks. Is he going to switch the Siege, or is he going to stay with the Blip?
I'm not sure what's going to happen, because if he does save those freezes for the invisibility spell tower, it could be valuable, but it is a bit more risky in my opinion. So we'll just have to wait and see. At the moment, his king did not reach that monolith on the north hand side. Unfortunately, that will stay up, but is single point, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue for the Lalo. Now he's also got the Queen. She's continuing. She's also regaining health beautifully. As you can see, the Unicorn is a fantastic addition, a beautiful pet to add alongside her. This is exactly why you should make sure to get that on your Queen as well. Now the Lalo's kicking off. Now as you can see, the blimp is sailing towards the town hall. The freezes are coming in onto the invisibility spell tower, which makes sure that the town hall does not go invisible. Now there are a bunch of defenses in here which will be going invisible anytime soon though, as these loons are starting to approach it.
Another freeze, making sure that that tower was able to get delayed a little bit longer. The Multi-Inferno Tower beams are there, but I feel like they're not strong enough to hold this attack back. Or can they somehow do it? The Royal Champion ability with the shield has been used. There's only a couple of cannons, and we all know those merged cannons are not the best defense against minions and air troops. The Warden doing a 360, I don't know, spinning circle. What is that? The attack? Oh, that I didn't know that. That's the skin attack animation. That kind of looks cool. What is that?
It was
perfect. Was the
timing.
Jungle Warden?
Later on. So if VM Legacy do continue through to that next round, they've been having some very interesting bases. So I wonder what's going to happen against their next opponents if they make it through. Now, Fluxy is up next, and he's brought in some Root Riders. He actually brought in 5 healers in here, though, so he might be doing a Queen Charge or maybe even a bit of a Warden Walk. Depends which approach that he goes for, because at the moment his Flame Flinger is deployed on that southern side to clear it out. So he is probably opting for that Queen Charge, since his Queen has got access to both of these compartments on that left-hand side.
That's right, getting in there. The cannon, though, is dealing a lot of damage. Never underestimate those merged up defenses. They can deal a lot of damage. Actually now moving slowly onto the left side of this base. The wall break is happening. Is he going to try to wall break then further? No, there's the jump now to get this queen in there. I think right now he's not that happy with how the queen is pathing because she has to walk back into that scatter. Where is she going?
Yeah, she's dealing with those clan castle troops. It pulled her a little bit too far to that left-hand side, which means she's just gonna follow all of the root riders into the middle of the base here now. And we might see some decent value still. However, he wanted to get some more of those defenses down for the root riders approaching because he doesn't have as many as you usually would because a lot of the space that he used for those troops were those healers. And now they actually have even transitioned from the queen onto one of those root riders.
Oh, the queen ability is getting forced. The town hall has to go down. The root riders around the top that are trying their best to stay alive and doing their job. Yet the Hog Rider puppet, and this was sadly a showcase of not the best value for the Hog Rider puppet because all of those hogs went down inside that town hall explosion, town hall poison. But the root riders, can they push through? He's trying to keep that queen alive, but he does not seem to be that happy and satisfied with this attack. The defensive clan castle, luring his queen to the top side, could cause this attack to fail.
Yeah, Queen will get this multi-inferno down, but unfortunately not much remains on that right-hand side. He does have a 1 freeze. He's going to have to use it here on the Royal Champion, though, because he doesn't have any headhunters. 40 seconds on the board. There's about 10 buildings still remaining. It's all about if the Queen can get it done. She does have those healers still up. I hope he doesn't find too many traps in here. Oh, no, just as I said it.
Yeah, but I think the Frozen Arrow is going to be strong enough to really make sure that there's not too much damage on that queen. And with that, he should be able to get that 3-star in the end. It kind of felt like in the end like a smash type attack where he had the queen charge going then into the root rider to have the healers position over. And that in the end worked out. He kind of had a swag jump then there in the mix as well. But Fluxy getting that perfect score.
Keep his streak going. We don't want to be messing up another streak. We did unfortunately lose Gaku's streak yesterday. And Yada's coming in with more root riders. We actually have 1 root rider on the south-hand side with some Valkyries for helping out with some of those cleanups. Log Launcher coming in because there is the double invisibility spell tower in the heart of Fluxy's base. There goes the first one, and we'll see what happens with the second one.
Yeah, where are the root riders now going is the next question. It seems like they're not really going to the core. The Log Launcher is taking a lot of damage. So now the problem might be if, well, the MS Towers can reload. That would be then problematic for him because so far, never mind, I have not said anything. The root riders are walking actually into the core. There is now a rage and the town hall's going down with he had sneaky goblins inside that siege machine and that took down the town hall. That's just genius.
Yeah, that is really, really smart. That way, everything can actually avoid the Giga Poison. That does a lot of damage. The Yetis are still continuing clearing out that left-hand side. The Root Rider's clearing out the right. Look, he's even got those Hog Riders coming in, I think, from that Royal Champion. King's still up. What a dominating triple, and Yatta's streak continues. It is unfortunately not going to be enough to continue in this tournament, but his streak stays strong.
That was an impressive attack for sure, especially with knowing how those bases caused quite some problems for attackers. But VM Legacy is going to be the winner. They're going to move on in this lower bracket, and they will face later today